The Dwarven kingdoms have united here beneath the walls of Moria and now face off against a horde of goblins, orcs, and all evil beasts at the fields of Azanulbizar. I could always butcher that name. Azanulbizar, I think is how you pronounce it. Like I said, I always butcher that damn name. The damn dwarves making funny long names. But we do have 4 Dwarven kingdoms here. We are using the war of them in the mountains submod, which adds a whole bunch of new like sort of Dwarven factions, including Castle Doom here. And as you saw on the right flank, we also have Ered Mithrin. In the center, we do have Erebor, and we also have the Iron Hill. So we have all 4 Dwarven kingdoms that are available to play here in action. And already Ered Mithrin already getting involved. And it's, yeah, looks like they're going to be clashing right away. I'm excited to see when we get, like, in Last Breath, we get Ered Luin. And I think they're adding their own version. And also there's going to be an Orocani faction added by the main mod as well, which will be exciting to see. But yeah, the Dwarves are very much outnumbered, but they are definitely not outclassed. I mean, there's 14,000 orcs and goblins up against, yeah, 8,600 dwarves. And then we have a Gundabad here in this one because that's War of the Mountains. We have Dol Guldur, we have another Gundabad over there, and then we have also got the goblins over here. So yeah, the goblins and the orcs uniting together to stop the dwarves from reclaiming their halls of Moria. And yeah, it's a cool sort of scenario battle that was sent in by a member of my Discord. He's currently, like, him and a few other subs are like going through and doing like loads of like cool scenarios for Dawnless days on a server. I'll leave a link for it if you want to go and join it and get involved in any sort of scenarios. It's a quick way to definitely get yourself featured on the channel, that's for sure. But yes, if you want to see more Dawnless Days action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, to comment, show your support, guys, and let me know who you're rooting for. Are you team evil or are you team good? Are you rooting for those dwarves or for those man flesh eating orcs and goblins? We've got some long-beard spears here going forward. I mean, I guess there's no man flesh for the team today. If the orcs and the goblins are successful, it's going to be dwarven flesh. I hope that tastes okay. Yeah, long-beard spears, they're going in. And it looks like some mountain orc stalkers here holding the line. I can't remember if people were saying like Gundabad's like really strong. It'll be interesting to see how they do in today's battle, because they're like slightly too OP. It'll be interesting to see. They certainly are quite well rounded, I'd say. Obviously, they kind of like lack cav, but going up against dwarves, they're pretty well rounded. I mean, their mountain orc stalkers are getting absolutely shredded, though. I mean, these early waves here from the goblins and Gundabad being sent in, yeah, the Gundabad Warband all just getting shredded. Matchup warriors over here, they're winning. It's just obviously quality over quantity. It's like, you know, old question that's asked: can quantity just defeat quality? Like at Thermopylae, like, I don't know, so many battles before, certainly like even in this universe of Middle Earth, you know, small armies of elves and dwarves have, you know, defeated numerous foes, far outnumbering themselves. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, there you go. Manticore is now losing. The thing is, with dwarves get broken through anyway, there isn't really much of a reserve to sort them out. And you can see here, look at this. Khanan Hunters, they're getting chased by some Axis and Mountain Orc Reavers. Looks like we're going to see pole arms and stuff being thrown forward. Really, Barlin and some of these Dwarven Barrack Guards should really be going forward to sort this out. This is a real problem. A quick second line to respond to any sort of breakthroughs. Dwarven Giant Ballista here as well being used. I think it's the only one actually. Maybe in action, but yeah, they don't want to. They've got quite a few reserves here. I'd be getting a little bit further forward to just help out that flank. Right flank and left flank look really good. The center's actually looking the weakest point at the moment, I'd say, for the dwarves. We do also have the dragon trackers here, a bow general, which I think is a very cool unit. And I would have thought the crossbows can arc. Looks like they can, but they're still obstructed somehow. These guys, they are arcing over and doing some damage here. And it looks like, yeah, Ered Mithrin nobles are cutting through these goblins. Having no joy. I do like the Ered Mithrins in like this sort of like rusty brown sort of colour. It's a very cool look. They are clashing here. It looks like we've got some elite pikes, I should say, going in now. We've got tier 4 pike infantry going in. Frost Guard of Ered Mithrin. I guess that's kind of in reference, you know, to being from the north. But look at these guys. They look insane. They look like Macedonian phalangites. They really do look cool. They're going in. The Dwarves keep battling away. So their lower tier stuff like the Dwarven Axe Infantry here is still doing a great job as well. I didn't realise Iron Hills is over here as well. Iron Hills also supporting on this side again with their admission. Looks like he is a little bit, not masses though. Iron Hills I feel like should worry about his own problems, not about anything else. Day 9 Foot is here, and so are some of his reserves. Got Warriors of Arid Mithrin and also Sons of the Hill here. So they got some elite troops here. I feel like they could do with having more troops in the centre, because looks like Erebor is kind of struggling a little bit with holding back all of these troops. He's winning in a lot of places, like the Shields of Belagost here. The sword unit that's been added, I think, with War in the Mountains. That's doing pretty well. Or is it Warriors of Ardor? We have so many submods on. I think we have Warriors of the Mountain, Warriors of Ardor, and Last Breath all on. I'll leave links for all of them, of course. But yeah, they all add something different. Last Breath adds whole new factions. Warriors of Ardor adds just more like sort of additional units, and War of the Mountains adds entire new factions as well. Yeah, Gundabad here. Sorry, not Gundabad. Dol Guldur here. Yeah, really struggling against Erebor. They're going to need to send up reserves. I mean, they can easily go through these. There's gaps here, and it looks like you can see Sons of the Hill getting ready. They're going to have to deal with some Gundabad Marauders going in. But yes, another obviously concerning thing for the Dwarves is the trolls in the back line here. Dol Guldur has Olog High. I think the Goblins have Mountain Trolls. Don't know. Oh, there's also a Gundabad Mountain Troll here as well. Whether they all have brought Troll, looks like it, yes. It looks like all of the factions brought one Troll each. And that's going to be a problem. That's what they're going to have to need to save their pole arms and their archers and crossbows for the Dwarves, you know, to taking out those trolls. They're doing a pretty decent job at the moment. Looks like the Dwarves are doing okay, but there are some units that are starting to die. Numbers-wise, it's 10,000 against 7,000, so there's only a 3,000 like man difference now. It's not bad for the Dwarves. They can certainly turn that around. They can certainly close that gap. Again, Iron Hill's doing a great job here against the Black Shield Guard of the Goblins. And I can see trolls coming forward. Those mountain trolls for the Goblins getting really close. Now I'll be activating all my archers from Arid Mithrin here. You can see a general and also some more troll hunts. I've been getting them all forward. Start focusing down those trolls. And they have got a Frost Guard that's really good nick there. And it also looks like, yeah, it looks like they are getting focused down by maybe some Iron Hill crossbows, or no, more Arid Mithrin crossbows here. Who are these? Iron Fortress Guardians, I get those forward as well. Start focusing down those trolls. Just take them out systematically, and you should be okay. It's the Olokai that are going to be the real concern, but the Mountain Trolls, you can kill them pretty damn quickly. Casa Doom doing okay over here by the looks of it. I think it is. Oh, no, this is Erebor. Erebor is stretched out on a long line. He's over here as well, supporting Casa Doom. Yeah, he is. No wonder he's getting sort of stretched. He's all over the place. The Mansion Claim is here helping out. Looks like they're dealing with some half-orc axes or something like that. Gundabad Marauders, what they're called. I don't know if like Gundabad's elite tier stuff is actually being brought today, and if it is, it's Blades of Gundabad. They're pretty decent. And tier 3, yeah, they're pretty decent. Tier 4 Warlords there. See, it looks like they've got some elite still to come forward. Yeah, Tomb Raiders here. They're tier 3 shock infantry. They've got some nasty stuff in here. Yeah, you can see all of the Lara Crofts. Tomb Raiders going in. It always makes me think of that. Tomb Raiders is just, I'm just imagining Lara Croft with like Akimbo Desert Eagles every single time. It just, I always go down that mindset. But there you go. We've got Champions Under the Mountain going in. They should be able to match up with these guys, but maybe not if the Mountain Orc Traverses in here. They're tier 3 archers. They're heavy bows. They're not easy to counter, really. Wardens of the Deep, and we also have a Watchers of Mirror coming forward. That's tier 2 actually. That's a tier 3. That pike, you know, that's going to be useful. They might hold the line a bit longer. But yeah, we got Javis actually, Khan and Hunters. They are winning in melee, but they haven't used all their ammo, which is a bit of a waste. Hopefully, they survive long enough to be able to use it up. They are fighting up against some Marauders right now. A tough going fight. But yeah, if you've never heard of the Battle of Azanulbizar, obviously didn't have this many Dwarven factions. It was mainly the remnants of Erebor and also the Iron Hills. They actually, like this battle features at the beginning of The Hobbit, which I watched again recently. And certainly the first part, I don't think so bad. Let me know what you think about the Hobbit films. I don't think the first one's that bad. I think the other ones are a bit poorer, you could say, but yeah, the first one's not awful. And anyway, this battle's features in that first part. You see Azog, the Defiler, cutting off Thror's head and nearly defeating the dwarves until Thorin turns the battle around with his oaken shield. But yeah, it's pretty much like a Pyrrhic victory sort of in lore for the dwarves. Whether it will be here today, it seems the dwarves are doing a pretty decent job holding the line.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Maybe they'll have the numbers after this battle to storm the halls of Moria. Which is crazy to think about, to be fair. Like, if the dwarves had won like more decisively at Azanulbizar, maybe they wouldn't have then ever thought about reclaiming Erebor. Or maybe they would have done it, just Thorin would have been leading a host of dwarves instead of just 13 and a hobbit. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, yeah, I think the left, as if anything, is most likely to break if it's going to be anything for the dwarves. Just because of those, like, elite orcs that are there from Gundabad that can be brought forward. And also the Olokai are on that left-hand side. On the right, already, it's looking pretty bad, I'd say, for the orcs. So there isn't much left, actually, like, reserves. There's just a lot of archers, actually, for the goblins, though, as well. Like, but reserve-wise for the dwarves, it's not looking great either. The trolls are dying. The spears here of the Iron Guards are stabbing them up. And actually, the dwarves have just broken here as well. So we're going to see more troops being shifted that way. The Iron Guards being shifted there. There's a lot of dwarves, like an excessive amount of dwarves here on this line, which they don't need to be. They're actually outnumbering the amount of units in there for the goblins. They need to shift more stuff this way because those crossbows just focus down the Frost Guards. They won't advance. They'll just focus those guys down. Then they'll send in their reserves. But yeah, the Iron Guard arriving, that will really help out the situation. But right now, the dwarves need to be careful not to get flattened by a hammer here from the trolls. They're going to get hammered to death. But it looks like, yeah, we're going to see a Goblin King come down. And also looks like Tomb Raiders coming down. It'd be interesting to see whether Dol Guldur has... they have Khamul, but I'd like to see Azog. And I also feel like... I forgot what his name is. Bold, that's it. The other, like, sort of named orc from The Hobbit. I'd like to see them get added. I think that would be good to see. Just give them some more unique generals. I feel like evil unique generals are a bit lacking sometimes. Certainly for Dol Guldur. We've got Guards of Durin's Gate here coming forward. They're very bright. You can't miss them. They kind of remind me a little bit of Spartans in a way, just I guess because of the red and gold trim. Yeah, they're fighting here against, looks like some Dol Guldur blades. Fighting side by side. I'm not sure what this unit is. I think it's what is the mountain unit? Durin's old Mithril Guard. It's a general unit. Looks like there's a Manchu claiming with a hammer, pretty much. But they're hammering these Gundabad orcs. These are the sort of like orcs that are like Azog, I think, the Bolgar, and they are the sort of ones that they were fighting at Azanulbizar. So kind of appropriate having Gundabad here. And here we go. Looks like more mountain trolls on the left flank here from dwarves are being activated. And actually looks like the Olokai are going. It looks like it's going to be the last throw of the dice for the orcs. I mean, they still vastly outnumber the dwarves. It's now 4,700 against 7,400. They haven't really closed that 3,000 man gap yet. But how much of that number for like the 7,000 the orcs is actually like fighting troops, like swords and shock? And how many of them are like archers and crossbows has to be taken into account. But I guess it's the same with the dwarves as well. 4,700 dwarves. How many of those are going to be spears, swords, axes? A lot of them will be archers, but their archers are not too shabby in melee. Certainly the more heavily armored ones, like these dragon trackers, will do okay. That's for sure. But that's a general. You don't want to risk him necessarily. And the ballista here, that still has ammo. Start firing. I think it is firing at the Olokai. I think they are trying to save ammo for that, which is actually a really good idea. Just trying to, pierce the armor of those guys. Looks like Wardens of the Deep over here. They're helping to hold back this left flank, which Tomb Raiders were threatening quite a lot here. We've got Khazad Legionnaires as well in here. But yeah, looks like, like I said, I think this is definitely looking like a very potential sort of breakthrough. There's still more and more dwarves coming in. I mean, they've got some pretty good ones in it. Veterans of Khazad-dûm, the Khazad-dûm Legionnaires we saw. I think just left of centre maybe is the way in. I mean, these Daradel swordsmen here, they look like they're starting to suffer. They're fighting off against some pretty elite looking, well, I think these are Gundabad swords, yeah, Blades of Gundabad. They're tier 3, still decent. But nothing too special, but definitely the line here is looking very thin for the dwarves. Yeah, yeah, I mean, once they break through that, they can encircle this general here in these units, and also the spears are losing here. Durin's old mithril, oh sorry, guards of Durin's Gate. Durin's old mithril guard is very much winning. We're going to see Erebor spear guards going there to try and reinforce that line. And yeah, you can see just about as many missiles as can be found are being activated for these Olokai. I think the Javis, or Javis they had left, are being used to sort of Javi these guys. They do the most armor-piercing damage. And definitely the best counter to trolls like the Olokai there. There's Dwarven Company. Yeah, they're going to have a tough time stopping these Olokai. These guys are, yeah, the best unit really around for Dol Guldur by far. The Dwarven Company is probably one of the worst for Erebor. I guess the Dwarven Company is kind of like the guys that went with Thorin. Yeah, it seems like a lot of archers now in melee for Dol Guldur, so it's looking pretty desperate on that evil front. Mountain trolls over here. They're getting stuck in there. I think they're winning against these units here. Still waiting for a general to die for anyone. But as you can see here, yeah, berserkers are starting to lose as well. They're trying to help out those mountain trolls, but yeah, it looks like with the shock and the spears here are holding these guys in place, but they are running out of ammo to the other dwarves. And this one has quite a fair amount of ammo left, like almost full. They could do using that against mountain trolls. And the dwarves are actually pressing forward here. There's saw Dane here, I think. Dane Ironfoot, yeah, he's pressing on, and he's actually fighting a Gundabad general down here, one of the Tomb Raiders. So yeah, the dwarves here being aggressive now. It's actually the first time you can really see them make a push. They've been on the defensive most of this game, just holding their line. But now they're being aggressive. Whether this is the chance that the orcs need to sort of just outflank them, gaps will be starting to be made in the line now for the dwarves. Maybe that's going to be the case. Yeah, I mean, these Eremithra nobles here, I think they're a bit exhausted. And you can see the Tomb Raiders starting to get the edge on them because they're fresh. But they are getting shot at as well by a crossbow, so they need to be careful of that. But yeah, the trolls being left unattended here are actually doing some devastating damage to some of these spears and axes. Olokai still yet to lose a man as well. And we're seeing a nice little flank here by a general. So only a spear general, but he's very elite unit. These red citadel guards also look a bit like Spartans, I guess, or just look a bit like a Spartan Roman little combo. All in bright red with like sort of like Roman looking shields. There you go, general's fallen. That is not good. I think that's the Goblin general's fallen. So the Goblin army might be about to master out here. Goblin King has fallen. Yeah, those Iron Guards, they're responsible for cutting down the Goblin King. And we might see a bit of a master out from the Goblins at the moment. These Mountain Pass scouts and sort of the crossbows, I doubt will hold well if they have to go into melee. But yeah, that's that flank there from the spears could be costly. You know, if these Watchers of Miramir though, they can hold them in place, and so the crossbows can get nice flanking shots. They might have a decent chance here, or it looks like maybe the Watchers were just going to defend that gap potentially. But I don't think that's a wise idea either. They should just get them sort of flanking the general, maybe trying to surround him. That could do some good work. But they are getting shot as well in the back of the Watchers of Miramir from orc archers. They're trying to help their general out. But yeah, here we go. Pokey in the back. Can't even see the Watchers of Miramir. That's shot. There you go. And they're going to turn and try and face these guys. Oh, are they kind of pulling through? Yeah, they're definitely pulling through there. Pulling through to avoid getting circles. A bit cheeky and naughty from the Gundabad play. He shouldn't really be pulling through, and hopefully, yeah, he loses plenty of Red Citadel guards for cheating there. It looks like the dwarves are going to break kick as the Doom looks like he is being broken through. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. That's an insane amount of pulling through just to try and avoid the Watchers of Miramir. They're not that scary. Pikes aren't that quick at killing. Yeah, he might be okay. Some of the mountain trolls are starting to drop here. Looks like the spears and the shock are slowing them down. But also, I think it's mainly the crossbows now finally turning their attention to these mountain trolls is actually, you know, making the difference. Dane is still in here as well. He's still fighting. I mean, if they lose generals or dwarves, it's not as big a deal for them. Most of their units are pretty elite and have high morale than the typical orc unit. Certainly, like Sons of the Hill and Iron Guards, they'd hold on for a long time. But there are some lower tier dwarven units that are still knocking about that might not be so happy if their general dies.
Enemy units have been
I mean,
rallied.
the Iron Guards here should just rush forward, just try and kill off these archers while they can. And the Dragon Trackers in here as well. But yeah, Goblins nearly dealt with. They've done a very good job on this side here. Have arid Mithrin. I mean, they've also had a lot of support from the Iron Hills. I feel like they've almost been 2v1'd of the Goblins a little bit. I think this is Balin's guard in here. He's the Durin's guard, and he's, I think, supercharged. This unit is really strong. And this is not looking good here for the Dwarves. We've seen Champions of Dol Guldur flank on around now. I think we have got 2 Wardens and Erebor Halberdiers in here. So we've got some elite units that are potentially going to get encircled. Oh no, the 2 Wardens are looking the right way. They predicted that they were going to get encircled, but now they're getting stuck in the rear guard. That might allow the archers to get back shots into them. We'll see. That's looking like a nasty encirclement though for a lot of Erebor's forces there. They're just kind of all blobbed up. That's a bit of a problem, I feel like, from the Dwarves. They've kind of been excessively blobbing in a few areas where, you know, like their units are elite. They'll hold for a long time. You don't need to necessarily send everything in. You can let the units rest up if they need to. But the Watchers of Miramir have given up the chase with the general in the back lines, and just back in the front lines here, poking away. And that's actually costing those crossbows, who still had ammo, which could be useful against trolls. Like Dol Guldur's still got his Olkai in good condition. He's not sent him back in yet, and he needs to help smash these Erebor lines here. But yeah, the Citadel Guard unit here is just killing off these crossbows freely. That's sad to see, really. And yeah, Erebor or Khazad-dûm are not sending anything back to sort of deal with that. And it looks like, actually, there we go. The first Olokai has dropped. I think that is because the crossbows over here, the Iron Fortress Guardians, maybe sending a few volleys in. Maybe also the Dwarven Giant Ballista. I think that might be targeting them as well. Yeah, it is targeting them. Got some shots fly by. That's probably doing a good amount of HP damage. The right flank is looking really good for the Dwarves. They look that they'll sort of wrap that up very shortly. Well, actually, I don't know. Dane's a bit in a bad way. He might be about to fall. There you go. I think that is Dane dying. Yep, Dane has fallen. King Dane gone. And that means it's just going to be Arid Mithrin over here, pretty much. I would imagine the Iron Hills could break pretty quickly. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, got Durin's old Mithril Guard as well, so looks pretty bad. If he dies, then I imagine Khazad-dûm could follow pretty shortly as well. Olokai getting stuck in. He's wavering now as Khazad-dûm's general. Those Durin's Guard, or the old Mithril Guard here, holding on. I do like the Mithril sort of like look that these guys have, these units. Very, very cool. They're about to win. They actually have managed to. Oh no, they haven't routed the general. He's pulled out of combat. He's trying to encircle his pike. Just get the crossbows. Just focus fire in the back of the Citadel Guard. Try and kill this Gundabad general. See if you can then mass rout him. Help your side out. Balance power wise, it's 2,200 against 900 orcs. And there you go. Yeah, the missile fire actually routes out onto the Khazad-dûm. That is unfortunate there. For the Dwarves, they've lost that unit, and that could have been helpful for getting rid of the Olokai. Not going to be the case. The pikes here getting surrounded. The left flank is definitely going to fall for the Dwarves, but it's where they have enough on the right flank that they can turn it around and win. We have got guards at Durin's gate here.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
They're still fighting on desperately. Slowly getting cut down one by one.
Are running for their lives.
That's the final unit pretty much on this left flank. Well, and there's another Erebor Spear Guard there. The Watchers of Miramir break. It looks like, yeah, a lot of archers now getting engaged here by a lot of Gundabad and Dol Guldur units here. As looks like at least these champion blades. There another unit added by Warriors of Arda. It's a more elite Gundabad unit. Oh, sorry, Dol Guldur unit. They're getting stuck in against the Iron Fortress Guardians. And they're still a tough unit to kill. They have some solid armor. But without Dane, they might not be so happy. They are also losing. With the general over here as well. I think this might be Erebor's last unit, to be honest. The Balin's Guard here. We've got actually Kamul here as well. So we've got one of the 9 ring race here. He's fighting against Balin. He's I think he's maybe combat even. I don't know really. They're both winning apparently. Everyone's winning in that fight. But yeah, Arid Mithrin over here. You know, the only side to actually win his fight. He defeated the goblins. Arguably, could say he had the easiest fight. Dol Guldur maybe the second easiest fight, but yeah, I would say the goblins probably the easiest to face off. Durin maybe second, maybe. I feel like their infantry's not that great, but their Olokai is what they have at the top, which is really good. Gundabad, I think, is probably the hardest to fight, in my opinion. Especially their archers. Their archer range, like their range is really good, what they have to offer. Yeah, it's very nasty there. Yeah, Mountain Orc traverses, they're very good. I don't think Durin had any of their sort of like elite archers which come available with Warriors of Ardor. But yeah, I think we're going to see a mass rout soon. 300 dwarves left against 1,400. It's close on both sides. It's been a close old game. There you go, an ally general dead. That's actually Kamul falling there. If only that could have happened earlier, that could have caused a mass rout there for Durin. I don't think it would have affected the Olokai, but you never know. And with that volley, that might kill off Baal in there. Durin's got down to 9 dwarves. But yeah, I think we're going to see a mass rout pretty soon. The dwarves haven't got much to give anymore. There's 21. Yeah, there you go. A mass rout taking place. You can see these dwarven units breaking, and now we should have a Pyrrhic victory for the goblins. Yeah, didn't expect that really. I honestly thought the dwarves were going to win it. It just seemed like wave after wave of orcs was just being smashed up against Erebor and their allies' sort of lines, and they were just going to cut them all down. But they did eventually break through. Quantity did overcome quality in today's game. But yes, we'll have a quick look at some of these kills. This is sent in by I think it's by Itchy. He sent this one in, so we'll have a look at his army first. And we've got Tomb Raiders here with 262 kills, and then it's 99 kills for Gundabad Warlords here, 178 kills with the Berserkers of Gundabad, 144 with another one there. Tomb Raiders getting 134 kills. Then we've got Night Hunters getting 142 kills, another one getting 100 kills here. His Trolls got 128 kills, so not too bad there. Then we have Jack, whose perspective I think it's from. His Goblins here did okay, but you know, couldn't quite do enough to get the victory for themselves. But they did get a victory overall, which is the main thing. I mean, he's got swords here, some Goblin Blade Warriors with 145 kills, 125. I mean, fighting dwarves, you got to remember, this is good kills to be getting. And then we've got 119 kills here with the Past Scouts, 104 kills with some more there. The Crossbows 344 is incredible though. And then we have Hari Bari playing as Gundabad, 230 kills with the Red Citadel Guards there is not too bad, even if he had pulled through with them. 223 kills with the Gundabad Warlords. His Tomb Raiders 148, 165 kills. And then, yeah, 88 kills with his archers. Then we have Mirdelf playing as Durin, 51 kills with Kamul before he fell. Champion Blades getting 142 kills, 160 kills with the Glaives, 282 kills with the Champions of Durin. And then the Olokai got 213 kills. And his Merca Trackers 175, 214, 129 kills. Not too bad. Then we got Sandwich playing as Erebor. 412 kills with Barlin before he fell is insane. I mean, his Shield Bearers Belagos 176 kills. Dwarven Warriors 155, 297 kills with the Barrack Guard here. Erebor Axe Warriors 325 kills. Yeah, 257 with the Erebor, so Tomb Wardens there. Crossbows 192 kills. Yeah, great kills. Then we have Arild Slytherin playing as Ered Mithrin, 392 kills with Dragon Trackers there. His Fists of the Mountain, 335 kills. 263 kills with the Dragon Slayers, 154 kills with Ered Mithrin Cohort, and another one getting 172 kills. His Nobles getting 159 kills. The Frost Guard 119. Crossbows 251 kills. And Africatus playing as Khazad-dûm, 332 kills with the General there, 311 kills with the Champions of the Mountain, 203 with the Manchu Claimers, 216 with the Khazad Legionnaire. Veterans of Khazad-dûm 206. Oh, 235 with the Gates of Durin's Guard. Yeah, some great kills there. Then Scaraben playing as the Iron Hills. Dane got 244 kills, 200 kills with the Madoc Warriors. 180 kills with the Warriors of Ered Mithrin. Iron Guards, 171 kills, 120 kills. Khanan Hunters, 182 kills. Then the Iron Fortress Guardians, 279 kills and 244. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days battle. If you did enjoy it and want to see more Lord of the Rings action, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.